Welcome back, students. Today we are going to recite one new poem. The name of the poem is very easy, the Ball poem. Okay, and it is of class 10th. So without wasting time, let us start. So what this poem is all about? Very easy story is mentioned. A boy loses a ball. Here is a boy, young boy, and he has lost his ball. Because he has lost his ball, he is very upset. A ball doesn't cost much. The problem is not that the ball was so costly. No. And even he can buy a new one. The problem is he was having some memories with that previous one ball. And now he doesn't want to buy another one. Why then? What is the reason that this boy is mentioned to be so upset? This is the reason we are going to find out. And by this very simple poem in which the boy is going to lose the ball, what the poet wants to teach us, that we are going to learn. So let us recite this poem. What is a boy now who has lost his ball? Means what this boy is going to do now? He has lost his ball. What is to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street. I saw it go is poet. So I here is poet. Poet saw that the boy was playing with that ball and then the ball got very happily bouncing down the street. He was playing with that and maybe he just skip out from his hand and he started bouncing. Bouncing is jumping. Okay. So the ball started jumping down the street near a narrow path that is mentioned, and then merrily over there it is in the water, and then the ball went in the water. Which water body, that is not mentioned. Whether it was the pond, whether it was any river, what water body is there, that is not mentioned by the poet's side. Okay. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. What the poet is saying, that there is no use. Even if the poet will make a visit to that boy and the poet will say that, oh, there are so many balls, don't get upset. Poet doesn't want to console him. Why the poet doesn't want to console him? Because the poet wants him to learn something very important. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the ball. The boy is standing like this. Ultimate is the farthest fear he was having. He doesn't want to lose that ball which was so close to him. That is the last grief he is having right now, and his body is fixed. He's just looking at his ball which is now somewhere in that water, lost, and he can't find it out. Okay. As he stands rigid is fixed. Okay. So what is this ultimate? Ultimate is last. Okay. And what is this rigid? Rigid is fixed. Trembling, I think you know, tremble word is also used. Tremble is shaking. Why is shaking? He is shaking because of fear that he has lost it. Okay. So an ultimate shaking grief is sorrow, fixes the boy. So what has happened? He is just fixed and he's looking at his ball and he's unable to find it. He's having this last grief in him. Okay. All his young days into the harbor now. So harbor now is mentioned. Harbor word is mentioned over there. So harbor is where we generally have this is a port where we find a lot of ships. So now it is clear which water body he was talking about. He was talking about the harbor. Okay. And what is mentioned is all his young days. He is this boy about whom the poet is talking about. He was using that ball when he was so young. That is the reason he is so attached with it. Now his all young days memories are went in that harbor with that ball. Where his ball has went. Wherever the ball has gone, there his all young, sweet, kind memories has also gone away. I would not intrude on him. The poet is saying that I am not going to intrude him, I am not going to disturb him, I am not going to console him. Okay, I am not going to tell him that there are so many other balls, you don't need to worry. No, I will not do that. A dime, another ball is worthless. What is dime? Dime is 10-cent money, you can say. Means the poet wants to say that it was not so even costly ball. Okay, so the ball cost is so less, it is even worthless, you can say, that he will be able to buy a new one very easily. Now he senses his first responsibility. But here the poet doesn't even want him to buy a new one. The poet wants him to learn a new thing, to learn his first responsibility by losing a small thing, just a ball, but which was very close to that boy. Okay, by losing that, he is going to learn the very first responsibility, that is, in this world of possession. World of possession is, you must have heard from your friend side, or you also have used this line, this geometry box is mine, this bag is mine, no, this is my book, I am not going to share that, oh, I have brought my lunch today. We use always this my, mine. This shows our possession, that these things belongs to me. And this world is completely of possession. All the people are here who mention that we are having this thing, I am having this thing, I am not going to share this, I am the owner of this thing. So in this world of possession, people will take balls, balls will be lost always. So here balls not only mention to ball, here ball mention to all the things which are belonging to us. Okay, the belonging material on which we shows our possession. Okay, people have a lot of belongings and they generally lose that belongings also. And this boy has to learn this lesson today, that this is the very common belonging you were having and today you have lost it. And no one buys a ball back. No one is going to bring back the same belonging here. So here again I am telling you, the ball poem, the ball here not only mentioned to the ball, here the ball refers to the belongings also. Money is external. You are having money, you can use it to buy new stuff, but money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. Why desperate? Because he wants to get that ball back. He wants that belonging on which he was having his possession. He wants it back. But he is learning something today. Behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss. Epistemology meaning is pertaining of knowledge. The knowledge he is getting that in your life you have to lose something someday. How to stand up, how to take a stand, that it is fine if I have lost this thing. How to take a stand against all these miseries and everything. So he is going to have this knowledge of loss. He is going to learn how to take a stand if you are feeling something, if you are sad at that time, if you are so grief stricken. Knowing what every man must one day know. Today he is learning that what every man has to learn, and most know many days how to stand up. And maybe the poet is saying that maybe when he is going to grow up more, then he is going to learn more new points, he is going to learn the more responsibility, and in future he is going to lose a lot of other things also, a lot of other belongings also, on which earlier he was showing his possession, but now he is going to lose lot of things in future. So today only he is going to learn how to stand up. That is the reason the poet doesn't want to intrude. That is the reason the poet doesn't want to console him. It is so easy poem. The important thing is just to learn that here the ball doesn't only refer to the ball, here the ball refers to all your belongings. So here your ball refers to your belongings that you have in your life. Fine. Or on which you show your, what word is used? Possession. In the world of possession, on which you show your possessions, that this thing belongs to me, on which you say that I am the owner of this and no one can take away this thing from me. That is the only thing the poet wants to teach us. So why then is the boy so upset? Because the boy has lost something which was so nearby to his heart. And by reading this poem, we have come to know that what the poet wants to teach him. The poet wants him to experience that if you're going to lose something, then you should know how to take a stand and you should know how to move forward in your life. That's it. And in this poem, the important questions, please do the extra questions only, not only your NCERT questions, because the NCERT questions are not enough from this poem, and do a lot of MCQ too. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day ahead.